God does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. It is a bad thing that some of you say, "I have forgotten such and such." On the contrary, you have been made to forget. Verily, God is more delighted with the repentance of his servant than one of you would be who were to lose his camel in a desert, then find it unexpectedly. It is better to sit alone than in company with the bad, and it is better still to sit with the good than alone. It is better to speak to a seeker of knowledge than to remain silent, but silence is better than idle words. The best richness is the richness of the soul. A moment's patience in a moment of anger prevents 1,000 moments of regret. Paradise lies beneath the feet of your mother. It is better for a leader to make a mistake in forgiving than to make a mistake in punishing. Admire not the worldly riches of any man, but admire him for his endurance and actions. Do not belittle any act of kindness, even that of greeting your brother with a cheerful countenance. Fear God wherever you are, follow a bad deed with a good deed, it will erase it, and behave towards people in a good manner. The believer who mixes with people and endures their harm has a greater reward than one who does not mix and does not endure harm. He who has in his heart the weight of a mustard seed of pride shall not enter paradise. Richness is not an abundance of worldly goods, but a contented mind. When one of you becomes angry while standing, he should sit down. If the anger leaves him, well and good, otherwise he should lie down. There are two graces which many people waste, health and free time. He is not a perfect believer who goes to bed full and knows that his neighbor is hungry. God does not judge according to your bodies and appearances, but he scans your hearts and looks into your deeds. The best charity is that which is practiced by a wealthy person, and start giving first to your dependents. The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. Your best friend is the one who, seeing him, reminds you of God. Speaking to him increases your knowledge, and his actions remind you of the hereafter. Do good deeds properly, sincerely, and moderately, and know that your deeds will not make you enter paradise, and that the most beloved deed to God's is the most regular and constant, even though it were little. The deeds of any one of you will not save you from the hellfire. They said, "Even you will not be saved by your deeds, O God's messenger." He said, "No, even I will not be saved unless and until God bestows his mercy on me. Therefore, do good deeds properly, sincerely, and moderately. Do not let the fear of people prevent you from attaining knowledge. Take benefit of 5 before 5, your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you are preoccupied, and your life before your death. There is no envy except in 2, a person whom God has given wealth and he spends it in the right way, and a person whom God has given wisdom and he gives his decisions accordingly and teaches it to the others. The best of you are those who have the best manners. The greatest of wealth is the richness of the soul. A good man treats women with honor. The strong person is not the good wrestler. Rather, the strong person is the one who controls himself when he is angry. None of you is a believer until I am dearer to him than his child, his father, and the whole of mankind. A father gives nothing better than good education. Part of the perfection of one's Islam is his leaving that which does not concern him. The best of the Muslims is he from whose hand and tongue the Muslims are safe. The best of companions in the sight of God is the best among his friends, and the best of neighbors in the sight of God is the best among his neighbors. Whoever loves for God, hates for God, gives for God, and withholds for God has completed his faith. 3. Follow the dead, his family, his wealth, and his actions. 2 of them return, and 1 remains with him. His family and wealth return, and his actions remain. The believer is not the one who eats his fill while his neighbor is hungry. The best of people are those who are most beneficial to people. A believer is not bitten from the same hole twice. Your smiling in the face of your brother is charity. Commanding good and forbidding evil is charity. Your giving directions to a man lost in the land is charity for you. Your seeing for a man with bad sight is a charity for you. Your removal of a rock, a thorn, or a bone from the road is charity for you. Your pouring what remains from your bucket into the bucket of your brother is charity for you.